Welcome back, Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classics / Non-Classics, episode number 320, and Doubleshot number 250. Wow, my 250 Doubleshot. Okay. First up, Deadpool and Cable, split second. Collecting the 3-issue miniseries written by Fame This Season, artwork by Riley Brown. He also has ink in here as well. This was originally a digital first comic, one of those things that was released digitally first, and even though it's 3 issues, it basically reprints the 6 digital chapters as miniseries published. Apparently Deadpool wants to kill some guy, and Cable comes around. Of course, Cable's got a beard now. This is from what I can tell, before Cable joined the Kenny Avengers, from what I can tell. I mean, this book was only released just late last year. Well, the trade itself was released early this year, but the stories came out late last year. And from what I can tell, this takes place before both these two joined the Unity Squad. And, of course, Cable finds out that Deadpool is married. He's quite happy for him, the fact he's married now. And the fact he has a daughter, too. He's quite happy that he's a married man, he's a father. He's quite happy with that. No mention of Hope Summers in here, for some reason. Yeah, no one has seen hide or hair of that woman in about 2 years. No explanation for that. Nope. This miniseries is just pure fun. I mean, you have some nods to, obviously, Back to the Future Part 2. Yep. Yeah, here's some artwork. Yeah, this book has some obvious little homages to Back to the Future, because this book involves a lot of time traveling, and of course, Agent Preston to show up in here briefly, to basically be obviously annoyed with Deadpool, but who can you tell? But obviously, and Bob, Agent of Hydra, is in here as well. It's just a fun little mini-series to read. I do recommend, especially for Deadpool fans. I get this book 9 out of 10. It's pure fun. Next up is a book. I was kind of disappointed with this title, yet I keep thinking, no, it's called this, and yet this doesn't happen until last issue. X-Men, The Trial of Gambit. Collecting issues of Uncanny X-Men 341 to 350, and Negative number 1. And X-Men, Volume 2, Issues 62 to 64, Negative number 1. From what I can tell for these issues, the X-Men, Uncanny X-Men, and X-Men written by Scott Lobdell. Yeah, I believe he writes just the most of the X-Men issues. He writes most of the X-Men issues. Ben Rabb writes the Negative 1 issues, and you have Steven Segeli, I think I'd say pronounce it. He actually writes some of these issues. I don't know which issues he writes though. Let's see. I think he writes. Yeah, I think he writes the 450th. Yeah, he writes the 450th issue. But pretty much this is called the Trial of Gambit, and yet this doesn't happen to the last issue. So pretty much most of this book is simply just the X-Men just doing whatever. Like, you have the first meeting of Deathbird and Bishop for the first time. In case some of you don't know about Gambit, some people do know of the character Gambit. He's got a fan base, but one thing interesting about him, he was actually one of the last major characters created by Chris Claremont before he ended his legendary run for Uncanny X-Men. He made his first appearance in, I think it was 265, if I'm not mistaken. That was his first appearance. He didn't join the X-Men until number 14. But his first appearance is in Gambit Classic. This is just basically something that takes place this happened like a decade, well, almost 100 issues after his first appearance. I mean, the storyline happened over the course of, let's see if we can find it here. I know this happened in the 90s. I gotta find out when. Maybe this can tell me. Okay. February 1997 to wherever. Let's see. What's this? 350. I think it might be 98. Let's see. Okay, December of whatever year this is. It might be 98, or it could be. Yeah, it could be all these issues could probably take place over the course of 1997, but they're all really good issues per se. But the title of the trade is a complete lie, and the trial itself happens the last issue, and the trial is not even completed. It kind of feels like that the trial, it's like they just shoved these issues in here because, oh, let's just have a trade just put out quickly. I mean, the issues themselves are really good. It's just that the trial doesn't happen in the last issue, and it's simply just regular X-Men stuff. And it is referenced in here the story that these issues take place. I mean, what happens in here takes place 2 weeks after the events of Onslaught. Yeah. But, thank you. But overall, still a good story. I give it a 9 out of 10. Despite the fact that the title itself is a complete lie. But yeah, this is good. Alright, that's it for this episode. Stay tuned for next episode. Will be episode 321. And episode 250 and Doubleshot 251. Okay? But until then, I will see you there.